everybody? It's your boy Andrew L. Case, and you are now tuned into the Middle Initial Podcast. Today is April 4th, 2024, and I'm here with my co-hosts as usual, Jude A. Jackson, Kevin A. Lewis, and we have a very special guest tonight. This man has made international or national, however you want to go. I think international. I'm gonna say international. We got Jets UK, we got Jets fans in Australia, we got Jets fans in Italy, we got Jets fans in Ireland, we got Jets fans all over the world. And this singular human being, Matt, known as NYJ Matt, set the internet on storm for what? At least 3 days? It was like a 3-day run.
It felt longer, like a week, 2 weeks even. I was like, damn.
Hey, Matt, all I know, someone tweeted out the valuation, the monetary valuation of your tweet. And all I could think of is, did you cash out?
You know, Elon gave me like a $40 Twitter check, and then some random guy DM'd me to put a promo code for his DraftKings. He gave me $100. So $140 out of that, like $1 million I made, but we made a little bank from it. But it was a fun week, definitely.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me,
Matt. You pretty much made yourself king of Jets Twitter, if not for a day, a week, or for the year, however you want to look at it. But the crown, I mean, I personally placed the crown on your head for that, sir, kind sir, my liege. King of Jets Twitter. Let's start with this. You have an idea. For those who don't know, let's backtrack. For those who don't know, matter of fact, Matt, I'll let you tell it. It's your story. You go ahead and tell us how we got here.
Yeah, definitely. So I won't take the crown of Jets Twitter. I'll give that to Drew from New Jersey. I'll give that to an OG. I don't want that. But
smart.
Like pre-COVID, I made a Twitter account. I was originally on Jets Twitter forever on my personal account. And I was like, I should probably make a burner and not bother everybody on my timeline. So I made it right before COVID, had fun with it, tried to keep it more, positive. And then Sandwichgate, it shouldn't go unnoticed. All I did was DoorDash a sandwich to a different address in my own house. Like very simple idea. And again, without Jets Twitter, that goes nowhere. People retweeting it, people commenting, the Jets posting it out. So it went pretty viral. We had a very fun week. I was off work for that entire week. So it made it easier to kind of have fun with it and make random memes. But it was a very fun week. And the fact that Mike Williams ate the sandwich was like the cool part of it. And the whole thing leading up to it was fun, but that was like the icing on the cake. So I'm glad we had some fun with it. But at the end of the day, the Jets got a top 15 receiver when healthy. And that's all that matters. The Jets got better. And if I played a 0.1% chance in that, which I don't think that's too high, I'll take it. Right. So it was a good.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Like I remember seeing it, I'm like, oh wow. And then I think once I saw Mike Williams eat the sandwich, I'm just like, holy shit. And then you see it on Good Morning Football. I think Adam Schefter mentioned it. I think Verizon was trying to get in on the action. And how did I go with Verizon? Like Verizon was getting in on the action. I'm pretty sure another big company was in it too.
Yeah, Verizon DM'd me. They're like, hey, do you want to partner? And I was like, I don't know what that means, but down. Like, I mean, I have AT&T, but we'll run it. Like, whatever you want. And they DM me, and they're like, can you retweet? I didn't see $1 from them, which is fine. I was like, it's cool that the @Verizon handle is doing it. And then Buffalo Wild Wings comes out of nowhere and sends me 12 sauce bottles and then 2 snapbacks, which I don't know when I'm going to wear a Buffalo Wild Wings snapback, but I did rock it for that entire day. So it was cool to interact with like random accounts that had blue check marks tweeting about it. But yeah, I didn't see anything from Verizon outside of a few DMs and retweets that they gave.
Wow. And what was it? There was one other thing too. I think the Devils made like a spoof of it, like the Winnipeg Jets and the Devils too. This shit went everywhere.
It was hard to explain to my parents who are like in their 60s. They're like, what is happening? And I'm like, well, I DoorDashed a sandwich to the facility, and it didn't click with them. They're like, why is my random golf buddy DMing me your tweet? I don't know what's happening. And I was like, I'll tell you one day. Like, you're good. It was hard to explain to them.
Yeah, as somebody with parents who are out of touch, I can relate. I can relate.
Not it was. I'm watching it unfold in real time, and it was just like the whole thing was just ill to me. Just looking at because I remember you tweeting out about sending the sandwich, and I thought, oh, joke, he's not really going to send a sandwich, and then literally waking up the next day and seeing that she seriously sent a sandwich, but not thinking it's going to go anywhere. Like I'm just like, oh, he sent a sandwich, whatever. Like, not thinking Mike Williams was going to get the sandwich, not thinking it's going to be viral. I'm not thinking anything. I'm thinking like, yo, he released the sandwich. This is a funny moment. He's going to get a tons of retweets about this. I'm gonna retweet it. That's fine. But then, like Mike Williams actually getting the sandwich, Jets PR getting in on it, recording him taking a bite of the sandwich, and then it's going nuts, and everyone's talking about. I mean, we all know the sandwich didn't get Mike Williams, but it's great to believe as a fan, like, hey, my sandwich, my kid is the reason why we signed this great wide receiver, right? But the only thing that like I'm really looking at it, and I'm gonna bring it back again, the valuation thing, and I was like, damn, this tweet is $1 million tweet. Like this should mean more to you, not even financially, just like in this total overall. Like this should mean more to you than anything because it's so unique. It's so on brand to Jets Twitter on a whole. Because like Jets Twitter, we're known for the what was it a couple of years ago? The guy in the bush waiting for Salo, like
sick individuals.
Right, our fan base is known. And then of course when they did the documentary, the fan documentary. Well, the Isaac stuff Isaac stuff too. Yeah, Isaac stuff too is crazy. But the documentary, the fan doc with everybody, like the few people that were on that, and that went crazy. So our base is known for this. I personally feel, Matt, the Jets got to do something for you. The Jets got to do something for you.
I'll take anything. Again, it's a very team effort. If I tweet that out and it gets 0 retweets or likes, nobody knows about it. They did DM me. They're like, "We'll send you a Mike Williams jersey." I'm like, "That would be very cool."
Wow.
I don't need anything from it. That'd be cool. But a good tidbit is I woke up and I was like, all right, I got to follow through with it and order it. And my fiance was sick the entire night, slept like 1 hour, and I just slept through it. I was like, yeah, sorry. I wasn't being like super supportive. I slept through it. And then I woke up at 7:30. I'm on the phone with the DoorDash lady and I'm trying to get her through security. I'm like, you got to take a picture of the package, everything. And my fiance wakes up. She's like, what are you DoorDashing? And I think she thought I was DoorDashing her breakfast. She had a tough night. And I was like, I sent a breakfast sandwich to Florham Park, and I tried to explain what I was doing, and she was like, "You're an idiot." So it was,
nah, baby, I got more important things to do. I got more important people to send this sandwich to.
It was crazy. It was crazy, but yeah, the outside of that, the tweet itself, like that valuation, was pretty funny to look at it, but. I just little moments like that I think is what separates Jets Twitter away from other fan bases. Like if that happened in like Cleveland, does that pop off like that? Probably not. And it's just we have such a good crew, and there's some crazy people on Jets Twitter. Like we all know them.
Yeah,
right.
Like this guy named Jude Truth. He's insane. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Have you ever followed him?
He's an OG. He's one of the GOATs.
OG is one sure. That's one way to describe him. Yes, indeed.
I remember when the Jets tweeted out the birthday. Happy belated, by the way. I know your birthday was recently. When they tweeted out the combine, an all-time Jets Twitter moment. That's when you kind of realize that their admin team, like, kind of gets it. Like having fun with the fans that are really good. That was awesome. So yeah, and a true OG of the Jet fan base, Jude Truth.
That says everything about the Jets fan base. But I'm gonna leave the positive. Go on with the positive.
Wow. Yeah. Do you see how I'm just like getting a compliment from Matt, and then Kev comes in with his hating ass name and his hating ass self and his hating on me. You see this hate?
Your hating ass self is really funny. I'm not gonna lie, that's really funny.
Like, do you see this right now? Like this is
Kev came prepared. I meant to ask him, like, you're wearing a Scully. If you pull it down, is it a ski mask?
No, it's not. No, I don't have the ski mask. No, I'm not like you who has a ski mask in every color. I do not have one. No,
I do. I have a couple of ski masks. Pooh Shiesties. Like you never know when things go crazy on this pod. You got to be prepared. But yeah, Sandwichgate was definitely a great time for Jets Twitter. Were you? I'm not remembering. Were you in the Jets fan, Doc?
I was, and that was tough because they did it in like February. They DM me. I'm like, yeah, definitely down. DM me in February. I'm like pale as a ghost. I think I was sick that week before, and I'm in the documentary, and I look horrific. Like every time they cut to me, the Instagram comments were like, that kid looked like a crackhead. He looked horrible, and I'm getting murdered. And I'm like, damn. Even my mom watched it, and she was like, that lighting didn't do you well. Like you look bad. And I was like. And that was before I really revealed, because I have a 9 to 5. I didn't want to be out there. Now I'm getting murdered in the comments. And I'm like, I have pretty thick skin, so I'm laughing back and forth on it. But it was cool to be a part of it and doing that whole thing. I think they need to do it again and get different people up there. Have like 10 new fans. I think that'd be great. But not my best moment. If you go back and watch that, I look terrible. Like 4K lighting on me. It's like not great.
Hey, Matt, you know who the Jets DM that he missed out on his opportunity
to be on
that? Yeah. So everybody, so unbeknownst to a lot of people, right? Jude was supposed to be on that one drive thing. So everybody's talking about, oh man, this is crazy. You know, Matt is there and Boy Green is there, blah blah blah. And some people are asking, of course, like where's DFJ, whatever. So people are asking, where's Jude, right? So I'm like, oh, we're here like, oh, we're so offended, like Jude's not on the show. And Jude's like, oh yeah, I got a. We said Jude, I got a text from Perry. They did email me. It was in my spam folder.
Yeah, it was in my spam folder. It was a guy I did not, because I don't look in that folder often, because I mean I have no reason to look in that folder. I'm not exactly I'm not in those DM streets like that, so I have no reason to really look in that folder. So I randomly looked in there and I saw it. I'm like, huh. And I'm like, if he had like Jets next to his name, I'd be like, okay. But he literally had like his name. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know who that guy is? So that was pretty much it. I mean, if you look bad, Matt, I would look horrific on there. So I'm glad I spared myself.
Hold on. First of all, I'd like to rewind briefly to what Case said about like we were all saying and we were all offended that Jude wasn't on it. I don't know what this "we" word means in this context. I don't know who "we" is. I just want to cover it that I am not involved in the "we" because we are on this show together and we're talking about this stuff. I just want it to be known. I sure as fuck was not offended that Jude was not on the program. I just wanted to clear my name. Thank you. Keep on going.
Do you see this?
It was happening years ago.
You issued a challenge to me. You said Matt's here, so I can't harass you. You openly issued a challenge to me. I took it personally.
Wait, hold on. You did a Michael Jordan?
Yes, exactly. Yes, and I took that personally. Yes, I took it very personally. As a matter of fact, cut this for the Twitter account and put Michael Jordan's face next to whatever you want to do. Yes, the Jews said I couldn't harass him, so I took it personally.
Did you get anything? Oh, Matt, I actually wanted to ask. Did you get anything special when you were at the Jets facility doing the Jets fan thing? Any special jerseys?
No, nothing like that. It was they mic'd me up, they took me around, and then the interview was cool. They ended up doing like action shots, like like they do the pre-roll of players like hyping up, and they like tried to do that, and I'm like, this is kind of it's cool, but like not really my style. And they're like, yeah, yell on the camera, like fake the football throw, and I was like, oh man. And then some gifts came out of it, but Mike, NYJ Mike, who is
man, we missed out on Jude being there. Then if that was the case. That would have been great.
There were a couple of great photos. I think I forgot his name because
there was one of Action. Oh,
good, Jude.
I was going to say there was one of Action Jack making like an interesting motion. I don't know if you know Action Jack.
Action Jack doing that. Yeah. I was referring to Mike Nash wearing the Sauce Gardner T-shirt. So we get we didn't realize. I see the picture and I'm like, oh shit, that's
cool.
That's Mike holding up the shirt and everything. I was like, that was a very dope moment. So we didn't make it directly, but we made it. So if they do another one, hopefully they invite the three of us on, or don't invite Jude. Email me. Just email Middle Initial Pod. Don't. I'll get it. Don't worry. I'll see it. I check all folders every day.
I'm not gonna be there, but you can send it to my email. Do whatever. Just don't send it to Jude because Jude won't see it.
Jude.
And then we'll get we'll get the tiniest violin playing after the fact. Yeah, just don't send it to Jude.
He's definitely not going to get it. But yeah, man, Sandwich Gate is one thing, but let's go to the beginning. You said you've been around, Jets Twitter for a while, but let's go to the fandom origins. Some of us were fortunate enough to come in at a time of height, like when the Jets were good. Like Jude came in like 2009 or whatever.
Remind me what's happened since.
Yeah, we've been bad ever since. That's why the Jude jinx. It was a
Yo, Jude brought the stench with him. It's crazy. It's never left either. It's crazy.
Hopefully NC State makes it to the championship, and then you can kind of like reverse your own personal fortune.
I hope they don't. I hope Purdue blast them boys. Fuck that. I hope they don't. I hope Purdue beats them by 47 points, dog.
What? Do you see this?
Damn, Kev.
Beat that ass.
What the fuck? Huh? Can we mute Kev? This is hating stuff. I'm getting goosebumps from all this.
What are you gonna do? Mute me for the whole show? If he mutes me for 10 seconds, I'm gonna get off the 10 seconds and start hating again.
Isn't there a great clip of Kev telling someone to shut Jude's mic off? Do I remember that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, that was an all-time clip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I appreciate you for watching the program, man. I appreciate you. Yeah.
There are some great clips that you guys post out. I always watch the clips. I try to watch as much as I can. And I appreciate that you guys, too, like on Twitter, you're not afraid to go against the grain of the popular Jets take that's out there. Like, Jude, you brought it up before, I think, the show. Like, if you have a different take than all the Jets are winning it all, like, let that fly. And sometimes we're a little too positive on Jets Twitter, drinking the Kool-Aid a bit.
All right. We're not going to put the battery in Jude's back. No, we're not going to. So we're not what we're not going to do. No. But jokes aside, like, yes, being agreeable all the time is annoying. Hence why I'm annoyed with how Jude comports himself on this program every fucking week because he wants to be agreeable Andy. When it's like, just be. You want to argue me to death in the Discord, on Twitter, in our group chat. In the iMessages, but here he wants to be agreeable and measured in his take. I'm just like, I didn't ask for that, bro. Nobody asked for this. Just be what the fuck you are outside of it. But the thing is, Jude likes to throw cold water on everything. So it's like, all right, if I think Rodgers is gonna throw 35 touchdown passes, be careful, not so fast, Kev. He could get hurt. He's old. And it's like, it's one thing if you do this once in a while, right? Yo, it's every day. A day that ends in Y, Jude has to throw cold water on something Jets related. And I'm not making this up. Case is in the same fucking Discord.
We told Jude to
it. And neither me or Case is the most optimistic person on earth either. That's the crazy part about it. Like, I don't mind telling the truth. I don't mind saying, okay, this is crazy. Yeah. Bro, the Jets have one of the best rosters in the sport. That's just objectively true at this point. Rodgers, we don't know what the fuck he is. Yes, he's a Hall of Famer that he's 40, blah, blah. But every time, like, bro, in our group chat, and I'll eventually stop. But in our group chat today, somebody's like, the Jets have a top 5 roster in the sport, right?
Oh no!
Jude's like, I don't know about 5, but maybe 6 or 7. And I'm just, bro, I want to do my phone with the traffic, bro. Like, what? Why?
I was saying like top 10. I was thinking, I don't know about. I mean, when I put it out in my head, I'm like, maybe they do have a top 5 because I can only think about the Niners as having a better roster, like definitively. Everyone else.
But then you said it was like maybe it's 6 or 7. That's what you said. That's a quote.
Yeah.
Like I have the fucking text.
You did say 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You did say.
Wait, hold on.
6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I know I'm the oldest person on the show, but there was a sketch on Mad TV, and it was a dating sketch, and it was called Lowered Expectations. Everybody remembers that sketch. You remember that, Kev?
I don't, but the title's already making me laugh. So keep going.
That is, if you watch Mad TV and you remember that sketch, you YouTube it. Mm-hmm. Just put up Mad TV. Lowered Expectations. That is Jude. That is literally Jude. It's like, look, you're gonna find happiness, but don't expect much. All right, like this is the best we got going on.
I really like this guy. Be careful. He might be a piece of shit. It's like, why would you tell me this?
Right.
Why? I just want to be optimistic about the person I'm saying, dude.
The worst thing today was MVS is on that pod. He's saying Aaron Rodgers is a good teammate, right? Everybody's like, "Yo, okay, Aaron Rodgers is a good teammate." Jude goes, "He's a free agent, no?" Like, I'm like what? He's like, oh, I'm like, are you suggesting that he's angling for a job? He's like, like maybe, like, bro, come on, man, like,
bro,
they can't. There's no positivity.
MVS is 6'3" and runs like a 4.3 40 in the NFL, and Jude thinks he's on a podcast angling for a job. And the goofiest part about this, is if he is angling for a job, he's angling for a job with the team quarterback by the guy he was just speaking fucking positively about. So, what are we?
Played with in Green Bay. So it's like, I mean.
Hey man, yeah, I am all for hating. Jude just called me a hater. I'm all for hating. I just asked for it to make sense. That's all I'm asking. I'm just asking for it to make sense.
I think we got away from the plot with Matt's.
We sure did.
We're talking about
Matt's in front of the show, bro. We can talk like this around Matt. We in front of the show.
Yeah, we lost the plot here.
We did.
I'm
sorry. That's my bad, but it's fine. I'm sure nobody will care.
So Matt, how long have you been a Jets fan? And let's do it like this: duration of fandom, favorite Jets fan moment, least Jets fan moment, and you can't mention the Rodgers injury.
Yeah. So I grew up, my next door neighbors, season ticket holders, probably like 5 or 6 years old, Chad Pennington, like 2003. I'm like into it. Now, the first year it clicked for me was 2008, where I'm like, oh, when they lose, I'm really upset. And when they win, I'm pretty happy. Like 2008 was probably that first time. Favorite memory, it's a playoff win, but it's not like an AFC divisional round. The wild card win against the Bengals, I was at my buddy's house. One of the guys picked up another dad, and they flew back into a glass table and shattered it. Like two 80-pound guys picked each other up. And someone filmed on like a little flip phone back at the time in 2009. But all time, broke glass table, probably the best moment.
Was anybody hurt?
Moment, yeah, it was. They made it out okay, but
Good,
just the wife was not happy.
Yeah, I bet.
Jesus.
The worst moment, like, it's tough. I want to say
so many to pick from.
So many to choose from. So many.
Like it's cliche to say week 17, Buffalo, 2015. Like when at that moment, just like get to the playoffs, right? And it's tough too because it was like such a weird Chris Ivory game where he was great all year and he had like 3 touches in the first half. Like I can't even explain it.
Oh, I remember. I was horrible.
I can explain it.
That made me the Joker. That made me the Joker from there.
That'd be the one probably out of everything else. But also like 2019 on, like I was a Sam Darnold supporter. I did not want to draft Zach Wilson, by the way. I was like very against it. Once the whole tides turned, they were going to draft him. I was like, all right, that's the deal. Also, like at that time, like I would probably have 1 taken Lawrence over him, 2 definitely taken Fields over him, and 3 I would even argue a different quarterback. Justin Fields played in 35 big time games in college. Zach Wilson played in 2. So I was very not loving the idea of Zach Wilson. Once the pick was going to happen, I started drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm like, all right, maybe he'll make a big throw. And you heard about the arm angles with Zach Wilson and how he can make every throw on the field. He made like 1 big time throw in his NFL career, and that was like Tennessee week 4. So he just wasn't the one. But tide's turning, more positive vibes. But anything I would say 2015 was the low point, that week 17 game.
My favorite.
Well, who's the head coach
of the Bills? Was Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan was the head coach of the Bills, and he did his job and eliminated. Thank you. You know what? Thank you for that layup, Case. Thank you. Yes, I'm a big Rex Ryan fan, but I would take him back in an instant.
Yeah, you and Woody both. Woody Johnson's on record in a documentary, or I guess Rex brought it up in a documentary, that Woody Johnson said if it wasn't for the Jets fan base, Rex Ryan would be the coach until the day he dies. Like Woody is a huge Rex fan, but at the same time, like develop a quarterback. Even if you're
can we cut Jude's mic and camera off? Like just both of them, not even just the mic. Cut both of them. The mic, the camera. Hell, boot him if you want.
So you
No,
wanted
boot him. I
to
don't
bring
care.
Rex back
Boot
in
him.
2015, Jude. Like if it, like
He
you
wanted
want him back.
Jude wants to bring
Bro,
back.
he wants
Rex
it back now.
right now.
He
Like
wants him now. Let him
present,
fucking eat. He wants
present
him now.
day.
He wants Rex Ryan today. Right now,
right
today.
tonight, hot and ready.
Right now,
Right
tonight.
now.
Do you understand? Like, if we were to somehow in Bizarro Land get a fucking breaking news bulletin right this minute that the Jets hire Rex Ryan in any capacity to water the grass, to help sell season whatever capacity, Jude would have the biggest, stupidest fucking grin on his face if we ever got that breaking news bulletin.
We couldn't do a show. We couldn't do a show. Jude,
bro, I would leave. You damn right. I would leave. I would take it upon myself to leave. I'd go. Myself.
Flipping tables, flipping us off, telling us all to shut the fuck up.
I would leave.
It
would just be, and then there were three. And then there were three. That would be it.
Yeah.
Right when I had
it listen,
I'd
live in one.
I'd leave.
Because I know Jude.
I'd leave. I'm not sitting watching Jude.
Jude would personally fire both of us. Jude like both of you guys. Jude's gonna be up here with Maddie and Seamus.
Matt,
to go back to what Maddie said though, like that shows how stupid Woody Johnson is. But carry on. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
I was going to say.
Go ahead, Jude. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say that Week 17 game. Besides the whole Rex thing, I was there. It was horrible. I just remember you mentioned Chris Ivory. I just remember one time Chris Ivory had like a 50-yard run, and the Todd Bowles never used him again. And Ryan Fitzpatrick with like 400 picks. I'm just like,
oh, your man's Fitzpatrick? You mean your man's your boy?
Dude, the Fitzpatrick pick that he threw in the fourth quarter. There is a play where Decker would run a post, and that entire year he'd be wide open, like up the middle in the red zone, and he cocks back to throw, and Decker over the middle, like wide open touchdown, picked off. We all know the Kimbrel Tompkins drop that occurred, but the Ivory run you brought up, I think it was like over 70, and he pops off and like, oh, we're back, and then just downhill. So
that was just a Joker moment for me. I realized that's what I should be expecting. But yeah, I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious, man. How do you feel like record-wise? How do you feel win-loss this year for 2024? Aaron Rodgers, healthy crew. How do you feel?
Healthy crew is big. It's healthy crew and coaching staff. I like Salah the dude. Like I think he's a good dude, but there's something weird about like the Athletic article. I bought a lot of it. I don't buy all of it. Like whatever. But the coaching staff, just from top to bottom, Hackett's bad. Keith Carter, everybody hates him. It's like, are you building the right staff to elevate the team around you? Like, if they stay healthy, I think they can overcome the coaching staff. But I have a huge question mark on the coach and the staff. But as a roster and health, they can elevate a bad staff to win 10 games. I think that can definitely happen. And call it 11. They don't have a killer schedule, but NFL schedules don't matter until you play the games. Anything can change. But give me 11. I think the over-under is 9.5. I'm taking the over on that one. But
I agree.
Come on, Jude. Here's the pail of cold water. Here it is. Here it is.
No, he said 10, 11 wins. Now, if Matt said like 13, 14 wins, I would be like, I don't know about that. But 10, 11.
Somebody said the Jets could win a division. What about Miami?
He didn't say the division, no.
What about Miami?
Matt, you didn't say his division, so I'm going to throw that to you. The Bills pretty much look. We discussed it. Breaking news a couple of days ago. I think it was actually yesterday, about the Stephon Diggs thing and the Bills kind of doing a soft reset. So the Bills being the biggest impediment as far as like impediment, I should say, right? So Kev, you're the regional impediment. I was right. Okay, impediment. So the Bills being the division impediment, right? And they're doing this little soft reset. It really much leaves it up to the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. So I'm not going to say gun to your head. It's 11 wins the division.
I hope, man. It's like I grew up, and every time the Giants would win the East, which wasn't every year, but happened pretty often, right? 3 or 4 times in the 2002 to 10. All my friends would go to Modell's and buy the new gear the day after it drops. And the Jets have won the AFC East twice and the AFL East twice. So 4 times in 64 years, you've won the division. Like almost impossible to do that with 4 teams, and there was 5 teams back in the day. But how do
Yeah, with the
you
Colts
like
win our
give
division.
me? I want the division more than anything. Like I obviously we want the playoff drought to end, but give me the goddamn AFC East. Like this is your time to take it. And the Patriots will get a quarterback. I think Jaden Daniels is better than Drake May for the record. So if Jaden Daniels goes there, give him 2 or 3 years, maybe he'll pop off. But right now is the time to hit. And if you don't hit now, when? Right? So I hope they can get it done. That would be big. I want an AFC East year.
Jude, your thoughts, your rebuttal?
Well, I mean, for me personally, as long as the Jets have X, Y, or Z next to their name at the end of the season, that to me is more important.
That's
I mean,
not
I
an
don't want
answer.
to-
That's not an answer.
That's
It's not a
damn sure not what
fucking
you be doing in the
answer.
fucking Discord either.
Matt said
Look, I mean-
division. He said, I want the division. We
More than
asked the
anything,
division
what he
question in the more than anything. We asked the division question in the Discord. We said there's no excuse. Jude, now gun to your head, okay?
Oh, damn,
Gun to
damn.
your head. Answer the goddamn question, Jude.
Yes.
Yes. So, I mean, can the Jets win the division? Yes, they can win the division. I will say they can win the division. They should be in contention for the division. If they're not, if they're like 3-4 games behind, that's a problem. If they're like 1 game behind and they somehow lose on a tiebreaker, okay, shit happens. But they can't be. It can't be like they're. What is it? Say Miami's like 11 wins or whatever. It can't be like the Jets are at 9 wins and they can't catch up. It has to be like neck and neck. Week 18 means something.
What if they win 9 games to make the playoffs?
It wouldn't feel particularly great, but I would take it.
Oh, get the fuck! Oh my
Feel
god!
really good.
Oh my god!
So
He did
so
not
Matt-
say that to me. No way!
I'm sorry.
No
I'm sorry,
way.
Matt.
No way!
You're
No
not.
way.
You're not.
What,
You're
this
not
is
in the
31 minutes
Discord.
40 seconds. All right, we clipping
Yes.
that. I'm writing that down.
Matt's not in the discourse. He's kind of confused about what's going on. And let me bring you up to
Yes.
speed. As a matter of fact, we're gonna make sure that we put you on and bring you into the Discord as well.
Down.
But Jude has a tendency of he has a couple of nicknames. DeAndre Flip Flop is new, but I personally call him Tippin because Jude is the type to go on a date with a hot woman, and then if he just goes just like that, success. And we'll say, hey, Jude, how'd your date go that night? Oh man, it was amazing. What happened? I got the tip in.
Jesus, man.
So
That nickname.
So
Wow.
Tippin Jackson. That's Tippin Jackson right there.
Oh god!
So Jude will literally tell us 9 to 10 wins. A wild card is all we need. We don't have to win 12 games. We don't have to win the division. And now he's acting like 9 wins is man. When
Bro,
he's
he's
been
turning his nose up at 9 wins in a playoff appearance. I cannot believe. I am beside myself. The only reason I'm not derailing this is because we have a podcast to record. That's the only reason I'm not just fucking knocking all the shit off the table. Is the fact that we have a fucking podcast to record. I am beside myself. I can't believe he said that.
I mean, look, the thing is, here's the thing. It's like, it's one of those things, like if you sneak in at 9-8 for whatever reason, say the Jets have to sneak in at 9-8, I'd be like, yes, the playoff drought is broken, but it's like in the back of my mind.
Why is there a but now? Why is there a but?
That's not what you were saying.
That's not what you've been saying for as long as I fucking had to be beaten over the head with your takes. That's not what you've been saying. You've just been saying, get to the playoff. Just get in. Just get in. Just get in. Just get in.
Listen,
that's what you've been saying.
We already did I'm sorry. We already did a David Letterman-esque top 10 of Jude's sayings, right? If you don't know, Matt, this man said Bridgewater would have been a fine addition to the team as a quarterback.
In what
he wanted
year?
Derek Carr.
2023, bro.
2023.
Like now. Currently.
Oh, wow.
He wanted to drive the car with Derek Carr.
Wow.
He still wants to, mind you, Matt. He's still. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Right.
I want you to understand that this is not like he thought this was a good idea before they got Aaron Rodgers and then backed off. Bro, he was in the Discord in November talking about they should have drove the car. And what was his? What Jude? I'll let you take it away. What was your logic with that, Jude? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wow, you're really putting me on the spot like this.
Yes,
so,
bro.
Matt, I mean,
And this is supposed to be about Matt, by the way, but I mean,
No, I love
Jesus,
it. No,
Jude.
go.
Yeah,
this
good.
way.
Yeah, perfect.
Man, I was expecting a bailout, but wow.
No.
So I mean, I was saying the
No
fact
General
that to
Motors
drive
is
the
not getting
car.
bailed out.
But the thing was that I didn't want Aaron Rodgers' friends. So like Lazard, Hackett, Randall Cobb, all those guys, Billy Turner.
Jude,
Derek
that's a
Carr would
lie.
not bring
That
in
is
any.
also
Derek
a lie,
Carr would not
Jude.
bring in any friends. He would bring himself.
But
Derek
it's
Carr is a
That's
mediocre
bad
player
enough.
who would bring
That's
himself,
bad enough.
and then you don't have to worry
Jude.
about appeasing him.
Jude, that is also a lie because the only person that was banging the table about Rodgers not bringing his friends was me in the Discord.
Oh.
You were fine with everything, all case you're
And that's not even the primary reason he named. But since Jude has fucking selective amnesia, I'll say, if Derek Carr comes here, it'd be more likely that the coach and the GM would be fired. That was his primary reasoning.
Yeah.
And the same guy says, I'm all about wins and losses. Same guy. He says both of those things. It makes no fucking sense.
And
No.
one in Derek Carr, yes. Oh, and wait, also part of his greatest hits, he feels that Alex Smith could have saved the 2013 Jets roster.
You guys, Matt, you gotta agree with me on this one. You know that's true if you think about it.
The,
All right,
the 2013, yes,
The 2013 8-8, but with like a negative 75 point differential roster. That roster,
like
yes.
that, the terrible roster that had me and Jeremy Curley playing wide receiver. That
Kevin
roster,
Gates,
I feel like Alex.
and whoever Clyde, excuse me,
Clyde Gates.
Sorry.
He said
Clyde
Kevin.
Gates.
Might as well have been Kevin Gates.
Might as
felt
well
like
have been
Alex-
Kevin Gates. Sorry,
Yeah, he's
Clyde,
like Alex
Clyde
Smith
Gates,
was
Grant Hill.
Alex Smith,
Yeah.
right?
The
Alex
Jets won
Smith
weird
saved that
games
roster.
in 2013 too. They won
really
week
did.
one on the
Weirdest-
roughing the passer for
It was
Levante
really
David. Like
weird
that team
games.
was not good enough. And you brought up the point differential. Yeah, historically, like they probably aren't an 8-8 team. So, Jude, Alex Smith, maybe in 2013 is an upgrade over a rookie Geno Smith, but you're thinking like the Jets are going divisional playoffs in 2013 with him? Like what was
All he needed was
Jude.
like 9-7. He could have won one more game, 9-7. Got in the play.
So that would have been saving the season. That's what we're going with.
I like Alex Smith, but that's a bold take, Jude. And
Wow.
to go back 11 years, what
bold
did
is
that
a
take?
polite way to put it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, bold is polite. I have a lot of other words for it that aren't quite as kind.
Wow.
So I have a question for you guys. In 2020, were you
Oh, no.
like post 2020, keep Sam, draft Fields, draft Wilson, or like initially it was like, hey, trade for Deshaun Watson before everything kind of hit the fan. Like that would have been like the 1A option if you didn't give him $240 million. But what was your plan in 2020 after the year? Because that was a divided time. Definitely
Draft
on
Fields
Twitter.
was for me.
I was a
What was
So Kevin,
Draft Fields.
Yeah.
Ken was draft Fields. I was draft Fields. But I have to go back. So we started the podcast in 2020. That was the last year of Sam Darnold. So that's when we started the podcast. So it was just Jude and I at first. So I was very vocally anti Sam Darnold at that time because I just felt like people were falling in love with a couple of throws that were good, but
Wilson?
huh?
You mean Zach Wilson or you mean Darnold? Because that sounds like
Darnold.
Zach Wilson. Too. Oh, you meant no, I thought you were talking about Zach. My bad.
No, it was Darnold. No, it was
Okay,
Darnold.
my
It was
fault.
definitely it was definitely Darnold. But we had actually a pod episode about keep Sam or move on. Now hindsight is of course 2020. In hindsight, we should have kept Sam, considering what followed. But Jude and I felt like the last Mohicans. Like I think that's the time we were in perfect synergy of just like hating Sam Darnold and not wanting on the team anymore. And then around the draft time, we had Emma Sola, Erica from EA on the show. So this is how Jude throws me under the bus. I'm like,
Wow.
Zach Wilson. I'm like Zach Wilson doesn't belong to the team. I don't think he's good enough. Blah blah. And I had a little theories about big name schools, so I wasn't too sure about Justin Fields. But I said if there's any quarterback from a big name school who I feel maybe the guy, I think Justin Fields is the guy, whatever. So Erica's like, well, she rightfully smartly too got me on my theory, And then, she's, get Zach Wilson. So Jude was like, yeah, Case is not coming around to it. If Zach Wilson, the quarterback, Zach Wilson, the guy. Yeah, he basically flip-flopped and threw me under the bus. So I was like, all right.
You had a surprise.
I said, all right, E, if that's the case, if Zach Wilson is good, I'll eat my words. I think it was like a real bet or whatever. Because even DFJ heard the episode and got at me about that. And yeah, I didn't get any comeuppance, and that's why I didn't really feel good about like shitting on Zach after a while, because it's like he's really fucking bad. Like he was terrible.
That makes one of us. I love shit on Zach Wilson. Like not as much as Jude does, but I love. I can't get enough.
Yeah, that's even under the bus. Jude was notoriously throwing me under the bus in front of guests. Notoriously.
But I'm not. To be fair, when I say I like dunking on Zach, it's within reason. I'm not a maniac like Jude, who all Sam Darnold did was play football and stink.
Yeah,
that's all he did. He took his lumps in the pressers. I mean, you could kind of see in the pressers over the years how he came in the happy-go-lucky California kid. He looked like somebody who just did a presidential term by the time it was over. But Jude was getting up butt-ass crack of dawn Monday mornings, crusting his eye and all that, writing big threads about how Sam Darnold ain't this and Sam Darnold ain't that. Every Monday fucking morning, he was writing these big ass threads. He was writing big ass threads, mad as hell that Sam Darnold got mono, for God's sake. It's like, I'm sorry that the 23-year-old multi-millionaire quarterback has a life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that he gets women. I'm so sorry for that.
Well, I've moved past that. I'm saddened that Kev did not move past that, but I've moved past Sam Darnold.
Listen, I have a long memory. I don't move past goofy shit that easily. And I told you I came in here with the Scully on for a reason. I'm gonna bring up a lot of old shit by the time the show is over.
Yes, we're celebrating Matt's success here. We're celebrating his success.
I could like Matt and hate you at the same time.
Wow,
he can multitask.
I'm a man of duality like that. I could do multiple things at once.
Wow.
So let's get into that, Matt. You definitely had a follower increase due to the tweet count and stuff like that. What's changed? Because let's talk about this real quick before we get to that. The very next day, it was like the Jets were overwhelmed by people sending food to One Jets Drive, right? And then I don't know if it was you who said it, but they were like, you donate food to a better cause and stuff like that. How did that feel? Like, because there's a the light side and the fun side, and it's like, all right, it's getting ridiculous now. How did you feel at the ridiculous points? How were you feeling then?
It was good. And they DM'd me, Perry, he brought up that they got like over 50 breakfast sandwiches delivered, which is like hilarious to think about that. And they donated it all, which is great. But yeah, the follower bump after that was like ridiculous. And I try to read every DM that I get and like reply back. And there's some cool DMs of people like, hey, I was having like a down week and this whole thing was like hilarious and made me laugh. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But that part I like. The follower account like doesn't matter to me at all. I'd still be tweeting the same dumb shit if I had one follower and I would tweet my account tomorrow. Because I look back at 2020 and I try to keep it more like bring some comedy, have some fun with it. And I have some corny ass tweets from 2020, like some really like lame tweets I look back on. Like that's like kind of lame, but over time you kind of grow and you realize it's not serious. And that's what a lot of people do. I think if there's other Jet accounts that this, like my buddy Mike was like, dude, you're a hero. I'm like, I didn't do anything but order a sandwich with different locations. He's a joke having fun with it. But I think some people take Twitter way too seriously when it comes to like Jet fans, and you probably know the ones, and they think they're like heroes for tweeting. And it's like, I just made a shit post meme about SpongeBob and made it Jet related, and it got a lot of likes. Like, I'm very simple with it. So the whole thing was fun, and just having like you guys having a bunch of other Jet accounts talk about it, that made it worth it. So it wasn't anything crazy.
I like the Key and Peele ones you do. You do a Key and Peele one every season for like different beers.
Oh
and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Those are pretty
those,
funny.
those are funny. Those are funny. Those are great. Those are definitely great. Listen, man, somebody definitely needs to hire you to be a part of the social media team. Because you know that stuff again, and I've said it. This is my third time saying the valuation stuff is gold. Because forget the Elon and his grifting about paying users for tweeting and stuff like that. But there has been talks about users and how do people get paid for the work they do, and even if it's just like how you express it, like, hey, I'm just a guy. Sometimes these shit posts land. We've seen accounts be terrible. I should have. I don't know if we posted on the episode, but we do remember the social media guy from Orlando who got fired because of the black dick thing. He tweeted out when he was the Jersey Swap.
That's just so. Wait, he got fired for that?
Hey man,
yes,
can I say that? Yo, that sentence without any kind of
context is
fucking hilarious. Like, yo, imagine somebody walking and they don't know what they don't have a clue what happened. They're just like, yeah, do you remember the Orlando Magic social media guy with the black dick incident?
Yeah, it's like
the internet is forever.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
With no context, bro.
The internet is forever. It was the Raptors.
Yes.
I think that's Orlando. I think it was Raptors in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
And he got fired. And it was funny, but it was just like it's inappropriate, right? But it's definitely something. And I saw people tweet like, "Yo, Matt should definitely get a social media job. Just to hire him." And Perry's like, "Wait a minute. I'm a social media guy."
He's really
the
good.
thing with social media too is like some guys, like what you did with the sandwich and everything, what the Jets did. A lot of these social media would probably kill to have that kind of engagement on like a weekly basis or something. Like just from that sandwich alone, like you
right.
Like it's very unique. Like I'd say the Jets and the Chargers are probably the two best teams with like social media.
Oh yeah, the Chargers are dope.
Yeah, the Chargers. Yes, they are.
And we have to toe the line sometimes with like going over the top, because I have posted memes that are like borderline, like, hey, you probably shouldn't send that. But Mike and I, we've been best friends since we were like 10 years old, NYJ Mike, and we text each other like a draft. I'm like, can I hit send on this tweet? And we like look at it, and a lot of times, Mike, I'm like, can't send that, like going way too far. And then we have like a check and balance to make sure that we don't cross a line, because the idea of like a social media team, which would be a dream job, I'd love to do that. Like the Jets could never hire me because I talk bad about ownership sometimes. Joe Douglas made us sleep for 5 days. I'm not happy about it. And you can't have a super fan all into it and then have them employed by the team. Like that would never work. But I have photoshopped my Twitter to show that I have the icon for the Jets, like in my profile. I pretend that I can access the account if I want, which I don't think Perry probably loves that I do that. But I try to make it seem like I do have access to their account, because they started posting memes around the same time that I started, and people put two and two together. Like, does he run the account? But no, I definitely don't.
No. You and Mike do have a show. You mentioned Mike. You guys do have a show on YouTube, Broadway Jets. How's that been going? How's that been going for you guys?
We're terrible at YouTube. We have no idea what we're doing. Like the most low budget, I like just go to StreamYard and drag it into YouTube. Like I don't like the fact that like 100, 200 people want to watch it. I would do it all the time, even if nobody watched it. Like that, those were our FaceTime calls for 15 years talking about the Jets. I'm like, why don't we make burner Twitter accounts and record us doing it? So we have a fun time over there. We did the Oregon Trail episode recently where we put 5 members on the Jets on the Oregon Trail, and they all died by the time we got to Colorado. Like we were terrible at it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
They got dysentery.
Rogers got a fever. Mike Williams got cholera. It was bad. Like everyone died. It was not good. But we try to keep it more light, have fun over there. But it's just like you guys, like best friends, hanging out. Kev, are you best friends with Jude? Should I not have?
Do you want the real answer, or do you want the show answer?
Whoa, best friends. I don't know.
Right. Bro, I don't know if either one of those words actually applies here.
Mortal
Wow,
enemies,
that's-
brothers.
Wow.
I don't
Best-
know about
best
I
and
don't
friends.
best friend.
Why did you
Best
open this
friend.
up for
I don't
Kev?
know. No, best friends. The hell no. Friend.
Once a month, you should do a best friends episode where you have to be nice to Jude for 45 minutes, even if it kills you. Just do like a
Matt.
full episode.
It would
Matt.
it would literally kill Ken to be nice to Ken.
Bro, I produced the show. I would rather die, I think, than do that. I'd rather die. Like I'd rather just. All right, that's a bitch show. I'd rather quit the show than do that. Like if it came down to a case like, hey man, listen, yo, we need to run this segment once a month. You are nice to Jude for 45 minutes. I will say, I'll hand in my key card. Find a new producer. I'm out. Find a new producer. I love y'all, but nope, not gonna do this. Nope. For 45 minutes, bro. For 45 seconds would be difficult. 45 minutes, bro.
I called myself as I was saying it. I was like, I don't
45
think
minutes,
do
bro. You know, it would be like that meme of the white kid with the vein popping out of his head. That would be the whole show.
Wow.
The whole show. Like trying not to say some jackass shit.
The kid in the
whole-
classroom.
Yes, with the fucking
Right.
vein popping out of his head.
So that
That
means
would be
I
the whole
can just
show.
spread my truth to everyone, and then Kev will
Bro,
be
if you don't
like,
stop
"No,
at your
dude."
fucking truth, bro, you don't be telling no truth, bro.
You don't. You're
Matt,
Jude.
you know my
lie.
You know
you
my
don't be
ad
telling no
Matt.
truth. Your tweet. Do you want to hear a fact? Do you want to hear the truth? Your tweets
What's the
stink.
truth?
There's the truth. They
Wow.
stink.
That cuts
Wow.
deep.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
I can't even shitpost successfully, to be honest. Like my shitposts don't go anywhere. So
No.
it's like-
But here's the thing. You do shit post successfully. They're just bad shit posts all the time.
Yeah. And your shit posted in the era where shit posted is not even good anymore because we can't. The fake retweets don't. No one believes them,
Oh,
but you
man,
still do them.
I missed the fake retweets, man.
Fake re-
I missed
Yeah,
them.
the
Oh
fake
yeah,
retweets.
Matt, I gotta tell you
The
a
fake
story.
retweets used to get us out of the paint. So
Yes.
much of us got. Oh my god.
But yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
G.
there
You
was
can-
one that Kev knows about that we'll talk about off show that Kev knows about that people actually thought was something I did. We'll talk about it later. But
Oh, we can talk about it. Again. Matt's family, bro. You can talk whatever about Matt. We like
there
Matt.
was one in which I think it was
Mhm.
like, who was it? Tony. There was some NASCAR driver that was caught drunk driving.
No, it was
or
Tiger
something
Woods.
like that.
It was
Tiger Woods.
What?
was
No,
Tiger
it was
Woods.
NASCAR. Oh, it was Tiger Woods.
No, it was
Okay.
Tiger.
Someone was-
No, let
Tiger
me
Woods.
tell you, it was Tiger Woods. It was Tiger Woods.
Okay,
Escalade.
and then it was
Mhm.
like Kev was like saying, "Oh." He fake retweeted me saying, "Oh, people drunk drive. I mean, what's wrong with doing that? I do that all the time." And then a bunch of people got in my mentions thinking. And one thing, Matt, I don't know if you know, I don't drink like that. I'm not a super big drinker, so I don't
Oh,
drink
clearly.
like crazy.
Yeah.
And then there's like a bunch of people saying, "Why are you drunk driving?" One guy was like, "You're a drunk driver" or something like that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Bro, there was
And, it doesn't
one
even
exchange-
sound, and the worst part is it doesn't even sound like me. Like his tweets don't sound like shit I say. Like he does not use the
got
words
you.
that I fucking
Yo.
use.
that was my favorite part of fake retweeted Jude is the fact that like people would get into his mentions and then he would explain to all of them.
It's not him. It's not
This
me.
is
Yo,
not me. But there was
Yo.
one on that particular one where him and this American flag Twitter person. I'll just let you draw your conclusions on that one. He was like, they went back and forth. He was like, who are you? I'm the guy having my mentions blitzed by a fake retweet.
Yes, because that's what it is.
yo, those
It's like
days
this-
were
Oh,
crazy. The
God.
fake retweets.
Jude would
Like, 'cause-
explain to everybody one by one, yo, that's not me. That's
That's
not me.
amazing.
I didn't say that. It was so
Yo,
fucking funny.
And it would be so
Whoever
obvious
figured
that if you
out-
followed me, you would know.
No, listen, whoever figured out how to do like the fake retweet thing, because in order for the fake retweet to make sense, you had to put the quotations there too. So you put the quote,
Mhm.
you put the person's
Yeah.
at name, and then type the
Yeah.
tweet. Put the
Mhm.
put the semicolon. You had to literally design. Whoever sat there and said, "I'm going to do this," was so devious. Because Kev did it to me. I forgot
Yes.
what post Kev did it to me. He caught me one day. Yeah,
And you blocked me. You blocked me
Yeah, I
behind
blocked
it.
him. Yeah, I blocked him.
That's amazing.
He caught me. I woke up and I'm looking on Twitter and I had like my mentions were getting blown up, and I'm like, why are my mentions blowing up? And I looked and somebody tweeted something and Kev fake retweeted me, And I was like, yo, I called him too. I was like, I'm blocking you. Like, I'm blocking you. Done.
He did. He called me, he said he was blocking me, and he did. But my favorite fake retweet of all time was fake retweeting Chris Smith, J.R. Smith's brother. Like, me and J.R. Smith's brother had a back and forth once because he was like, oh yeah, he said something about like it looks good. The purple and gold looks good. This is when I don't think Chris Smith ever played a game in the NBA. But this was when I was full on asshole on Twitter and not like part-time asshole. But I was like, oh, the NBA 2K franchise must be hitting. And then we had a whole back and forth. He was like, why are you dragging a black man down? It was rather peculiar. Yes. Me and J.R. Smith's brother were having a whole back and forth with Twitter. Yes.
I have a J.R. Smith and Chris Smith autograph.
Oh, do you?
A co-autograph. Oh, wow. They ran a basketball camp by my hometown.
Right.
And I was like
they're from Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're from like Ocean County. And I went to a basketball camp there. I got murdered at that camp. I did not belong there. And at the end of it, the only reason I wanted to go is I got a J.R. Smith autograph, and I got his, and then his brother. I'm like, I don't want this guy. I want J.R. Smith's autograph. That's how it went down.
Man, I think I'm going to retire from the show after this, bro, because Chris Smith catching a stray is my magnus opus. Like it's not going to get any better, even though I didn't actually do it. But yeah.
Wait, Matt? Just tell me, J.R. Smith gives you his autograph. Does Chris Smith just come out of the shadows like?
Like he came from like the Doctor Strange portal, just popped out of nowhere and was like, "Hey, you want mine?" I'm like.
Man, Chris Smith volunteering to sign somebody's autograph is fucking great. And given what I know about Chris Smith, very unsurprising. But
Max said he came out this sling ring.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
But bro, I fake retweeted it once, and it got him so bad that he tweeted like, "Damn, is my account hacked?" Bro, that was my favorite thing. Is my account hacked? I didn't tweet it. It was so funny.
It's horrible. It's terrible.
Him just appearing out of nowhere, like special effects in a movie to try and sign an autograph is great.
Was he even in the league? Was he even in the league at the time?
No,
dude. I must
he was
have
in
been
the league for like a year. No, he wasn't in a fucking league. I can say that with
no. I'm talking about with Matt. Like, what made him think he wanted his autograph? I'm just stuck on this.
Not gonna lie. I again, elementary school time frame. I feel like I probably got JR's autograph, and I just got his too. And I was like, oh, that's another guy signed it. My brother was like, that's his brother. And I was like, oh, okay.
You didn't even know who signed it.
And then probably at that time, I was probably like, oh, maybe he's going to become like the shooting guard for the Pistons. Maybe he's going to be good one day. And that never happened. I probably have to pay to get rid of those shoes that I got. Like, pay somebody.
Could you imagine? Hey, Chris, you want to sign this? That's like remember the little like junior high school, they think it was a yearbook. They gave us a little autograph book, and you had to fold the corners and stuff. And you remember, like, you would do the whole, all right, we're passing books around. Like, oh yeah, this is Drew's book, or this is Matt's book, or whatever. And he's having people sign your book. And then when the one person you don't want to sign your book gets your book, you're like, run over there, like, thank you. Like, Chris was like, let me sign these. Let me sign these kicks.
You ain't want the musty person to sign your book.
Dude, when I go to my hometown, I'll try to find the shoes if my mom didn't throw them out. We got them somewhere. I'm pretty positive. She probably threw out the Christmas ones and kept the JR ones. Now thinking about it, but
that's
fantastic.
Wait, we spent like 6 minutes slandering Christmas. This is great, this is great radio, guys. This is great.
I just have one more question. What did he autograph? Sneakers?
Yeah,
dude. We definitely have a pair of sneakers autographed by JR. And I'm telling you, like, it wouldn't shock me if my brother sold them at like a garage sale in like 2008. That he was like, we're keeping the JRs, we're not keeping the Chris Smith. So I'll go back and look. But they're Ocean County guys, and they had a basketball camp.
They probably had the Chris Smith autograph near like one of them half broken clocks that people sell at garage sales.
Legendary stuff. That's the stuff. Listen, that's the stuff of legend. But since we're at the basketball topic, man,
God.
some sad news in the NBA, at least for Knicks fans. And if you're just a basketball lover, Julius Randle's done for the season. He's out. Apparently, Kev, what just came out, like I think maybe an hour into this hour ago, like into our show, he re-injured himself. So he was practicing. I think it was like 5 weeks ago. They said he was doing full contact, and he re-injured himself. And he said the shoulder's not stable. So yeah, we were definitely talking about it online. We talking about it via text, but it does hurt the Knicks. All the Eastern Conference, at least Eastern Conference Finals talk, right? Like you figure with this roster, the addition of OG Anunoby, they were 12-2 in January. They were destroying the league at that point in time.
Yes, they were.
And then he gets hurt. I was at the game at that Julius Randle got hurt too. I was at the game where he got hurt. He dislocated his shoulder, and I knew he hurt his shoulder. I didn't think it was that bad, but I was like, yeah, he's out. But when I got home and I saw the fact that it was like, you could see the bone and like his skin was like a different color, I was like, oh, that he really like popped his joint, like it was crazy. But how do you get to a point? And we see stuff with Aaron Rodgers. He tore his Achilles. We were hoping he's coming back, and that was like a longer period of time. But with injuries, right, and keeping things tight-lipped, it seemed like the Knicks did a great job of keeping that in-house and not letting us know pretty much anything. Everyone had the idea that he was coming back, like no leaks, no anything like that. But when it comes to stuff like that, especially when your prime player, one of your prime players, let's say, and key players is necessary for a run. What do you think? And you can't. There's no trade. There's no trades you can make because the deadline's over. There's nobody you can sign. How do you now, as an organization, keep the good vibes going with the playoffs maybe like a couple of weeks away? I'm gonna start with you, Matt. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
My bad. As someone who doesn't follow the NBA enough, take me through the 2024 Jet scenario. Rodgers is probably the Brunson equivalent. Like Julius Randle's second best player in the Knicks, right? So losing him, they have been playing without him. They don't have that January run where they went crazy, their best month ever. It brings down the vibes, but if you have a crew that's deep enough, are they a second round team? Are they a third round team? I want someone to explain it to me in Jet terms, 2024. What losing Randle? Is that like a sauce injury? Like, what does that look like?
So imagine not losing Aaron Rodgers, but losing Garrett Wilson week 10.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
Not good.
Aaron could do enough. He's going to maybe, lose a couple of games because Aaron's Jalen Brunson, right? In this scenario, you may lose a couple of games, but you're going to win the games you're supposed to win for the most part. But
it'd be like losing Garrett or losing Quentin Williams, one of the two.
Right. But you're not limping into the playoffs, but you're like, okay. Like, because limping is, I think, so I say, well, if you say limping in, I would say more injuries. But okay, you lose Garrett Wilson, and Brees has a knee injury, but he's coming back. That's the perfect example.
It's not good.
But I mean, technically, we don't know. We don't know if he's coming back. That's the thing.
No. Well, OG's coming back. OG's coming back.
Do we know that? Jamie,
apparently, what they said, his elbow was always going to be like the inflammation thing, and I don't think they rushed him back, but they basically say you have to rest. Could it be like a day-to-day thing come playoffs? I don't know, but he should be able to play in the playoffs. Like there's no indication because he had this, whatever procedure he did, remove the bone chips, like he did all that stuff. It's just the inflammation that he's dealing with now. So he played a couple of games and then it flamed up and it was like, all right, you're gonna sit. People are saying maybe they should sit him for the rest of the regular season, don't bring him back and just get him ready for the playoffs. But he's gonna have to play a couple of games. But that's the equivalent though. Like it's pretty much Aaron Rodgers losing his weapons, and Aaron Rodgers has to carry the team, and it goes from Super Bowl hopes to wild card,
second round,
maybe. So that's the equivalent. Yeah, that's the equivalent of JR not coming back with OG nursing him.
I do have a question. I mean, this is more narrative based because I've seen Julius Randle this year would have been different. Jalen Brunson and like fully healthy Jalen Brunson more confident with that stuff. OG and Obi, but I know in previous years, like Julius Randle was like almost a net negative in the playoffs. Like it sucks he got injured, but it's like previous years it was like almost meme worthy how bad he was in the playoffs.
Well,
I mean, good, Kev.
Well, I mean, the team is better, so you'd assume that Randall has to do less. Yeah. So, like, that's a big deal. Like, that's important. And also just, it's kind of yes, the Knicks have several players who are, like, integral parts of the team who you really can't live without because you can't necessarily replicate what they do. Like, Dante DiVincenzo is really important in his own right. Josh Hart is a menace on the boards. He's important in his own right, on down the list. But Randall is a secondary playmaker with the ball in his hands. That's very important because, listen, people got on Becky Hammond for her comments about you're not going to win with Jalen Brunson as your one, this, that, and the third, which I thought it was weird, the kind of pushback she got for saying what is most likely going to end up being true. But, if your best player is 6'1", he got to do all the ball handling, bro, that is taxing. And it's extremely taxing when you're talking about playoff defenses who are by nature designed to take away what you do best or try and limit what you do best. I don't think you're ever going to take away Jalen as a whole, but you're going to try and limit what he does best. And you're going to try and put hands on him and knock him down a few times. It's extremely fucking taxing. Having Julius Randle there, even if he's not, Julius Randle's game always dips in the playoffs. Understood. Even if he's just an above average player instead of the 24, 10, and 4 guy he is in the regular season, he takes pressure off Brunson because he can handle the ball. He can create for teammates, this, that, and the third. So, yes, Julius Randle has had a markedly bad playoff career. You're not going to hear me argue otherwise. The Knicks were in a better position to get the most out of him now as opposed to when they were relying on him to do a lot more. So it stinks because it would have been a more ideal situation for him, and they need what he brings to the table because Jalen Brunson needs it.
Right. He rebounds, he can facilitate, and he helps spread the floor because he can shoot the three. So it's like if Randall was coming into the playoffs, getting 16 and 10, that's perfectly fine because we know Brunson's going to be the offense. Exactly. Right. And hopefully him not being the central focus, he gets into a game where he's in a rhythm and maybe he does put up a 25, 26 point game. But him not having to be the focus, the main focus of the offense, and the Knicks being, one of the, if not the best, one of the better defensive teams in the league, right, is less pressure for him. So, it sucks the timing. I mean, it happened on January 27th. The announcement timing being April 4th sucks because it's like now it's like, okay, we know for sure he's not going to be here. But then on top of that, opting for the surgery at this point, we don't know when he's going to be ready come regular season 2024 going to 2025 season. So it's a lot going on. And of course, summer, we got to see if we're going to keep OG Anunoby. And that's all contingent upon this run and everything like that. So it's a lot going on. So it's just take the Jet situation and just transmogrify it to if that team was like 9.
Wait, take the Jet situation and what?
Transmogrify. I don't know if this is. I think that's a word.
We just making up words now. Okay, fair enough.
I think it's a word. I think it's a word.
I mean, on a program with Jude, like, why not make shit up? He does it he does it all the time.
Do you see this shit?
He just be making shit up.
It is a word.
The fuck comes to mind,
it is a word. I got it. Transmogrify.
Well, fuck me. I understood. You got it. You win.
Transform in a surprising or magical manner.
Wow.
You win. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kev, right. 800,252. Case 1. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Case pulled up by Caitlin Clark. He pulled up like Caitlin Clark from like half court.
He did. No, he did. He got me. He got me on that one. Swish. Full swish.
Full court heave. Not even half. That's a full court heave.
That's fine. Good for you.
I'm gaining on you, Kev. I'm gaining on you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if the Jet situation was like that, and this had injuries at the wrong time, it definitely. So that's the equivalent. But it sucks because New York seasons have been derailed by injuries, like Aaron Judge injury last year, Edwin Diaz injury last year, Julius Randle injury this year. Injuries have derailed. Aaron Rodgers, it's been a thing. Yeah, it's definitely been a recurring theme in New York. and hopefully that changes. I mean, good news. The Rangers are the best fucking team in the NHL right now. I don't know if you're a Rangers fan, Matt, but the Rangers are the best team in the NHL. So,
I'm a Yankee, Devil, Nets fan, and I would rather Rodgers complete a 12-yard pass than any of those teams win it all. Like that's how. And it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. Growing up, I was like at Yankee playoff games. I was diehard Net fan, and then times change. Like go to college, I can't watch 162 baseball games and can't fake being into it. But yeah, I would take the Jets over.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of maniac to watch every baseball game. Like
yeah,
there he goes. There he goes, right there. That guy.
I'm the maniac. Yes.
That guy in the hoodie, officer. That guy right there.
I love baseball because it's like. No, I love baseball because it's like there's like a 40-50 game stretch. Every baseball team have a 40-50 game stretch where they look like the worst team in the league, and it's so hilarious. No matter what team you are, Dodgers, Yankees, whatever, there's going to be like that stretch where it's like, God, these guys are playing like garbage, and then they get good again.
One thing with baseball fans I don't understand is how do they have the energy to stay mad all the time? Bro, they play every day. How are you mad every day? I don't understand. Like win, lose, or draw. Like baseball fans are the maddest set of fans you will ever come up. They are always fucking mad. It's insane.
Yeah, it's. I don't even care about the season right now. The Mets have a 1-5.
I wouldn't care about it if I was a Mets fan either. I understand.
I've watched every Yankee game too. I'm all in on fantasy baseball.
Yo.
But, yeah.
Hey, Kev, watch this, man. Watch this.
Oh,
you see that?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
We got some censorship. We got some censorship.
Go back. Go backstage and think about what you just said to me. All right. You think about it. I see you backstage. Think about what you just said to me, damn it. All right.
We got some fucking censorship in here. I gotta be careful now. I'm glad Kev doesn't have this time.
Does that happen often?
This is the first time. First time for everything.
I'm glad. I'm just glad Kev doesn't have this power.
Listen, I'm not even mad that I got kicked. I knew what I was doing with the comment. What I don't understand and where you lose me is why I am the first one to receive that. That I don't fucking understand. Like, kick me out if you want, fine. Mute me if you want. I know what I'm doing when I say shit like that. I'm not gonna play victim like Jude does. I know exactly what I'm doing when I say shit like that. But Jude has said about 8 million worse thing than that, and that might be a conservative amount.
Listen, if I could kick Jude out the Discord or put him on timeout, I would. I can't. He's admin, so I can't.
I'm like Thanos. I'm inevitable.
You could kick him out of this fucking StreamYard, and you decide to kick me instead. Like, why?
I could.
I'm inevitable, Matt. They can't get rid of me.
You should kick him out for that hat alone.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
That hat's terrible.
Well, are we really? Are we really? I mean, at least I don't have the Mets hat on, so we are making progress.
Hey, get your mans. Get your man.
No,
because
that
the Mets have. People hate them.
But to be fair, Kev, that Mets hat stuck. It was god awful.
No,
thankfully he hasn't put that
you're right.
On.
The Mets hat was the worst hat that Jude has ever worn on the show, and that's saying quite a bit. Quite a bit. The hat stunk. The hat was terrible.
It was so, and it had to be a Mets hat because even I looked at it like, did you get that at a giveaway? Like this hat? Like,
wow,
it's not a.
For reference, Matt, what do you think about this hat right here? Just,
that says it all. That says it all. That face says it all. Thanks, Matt. You didn't have to answer, bro. Thanks.
Right.
That hat stinks. Yeah, thanks.
Before we start to wrap things up, let's pay some bills. Kev, did you know I was on a podcast? I did tell you I was on Views.
You did, X, right? Yes, you did.
And guess what picture they used?
Oh,
guess what picture they used? Huh? They used the best picture they can find on my Instagram. ShopDadsAreCool2.com. Use promo code MIPod69 to get 10% off your purchase. That is dadsarecool.com. www.dadsarecool2. www.dadsarecool2.com. Say it again, www.dadsarecool2.com, and get 10% off your purchase, all your purchases, using promo code MI569.
I'm so
They use
honored to
that-
do this podcast with a bad bitch. I'm so honored.
They use that photo, man. So I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. I'm definitely on the right track.
I've been giving you credit every time you run it, bro. You a bad bitch.
I'm on the right track. One more segment before we wrap this up. We did this already, but
we got two more segments, bro.
We have two more segments.
This and Juice Grooves, man.
Oh yes, two more segments.
We got two more segments. Don't disrespect the
my
Grooves.
bad.
Thank
My
you.
bad.
Wow.
The Jets off season. We discussed this already, but breaking news. We get Hassan Reddick. Not even thinking that was even on the radar. We get Reddick, and it's like, okay, he's legit. Like, he's not an injury guy who's been hurt, like playing like 13 games in the past 3 seasons. He legit had 16 sacks the year before. I think 13 before that, 11 last year. If that's the cherry on top, and it costs a 2026 third-round pick. If that is the cherry on the top of the offseason cake, free agency and stuff like that before the draft, Matt, how do you feel going into the draft, which is in 3 more weeks?
I feel pretty good. Didn't feel good after day 4 of free agency. I think the Jets need to do more. They needed 3 offensive linemen and a receiver, and they got it. Now you just got to stay healthy. I feel pretty good. The Reddick trade I did not see coming, and your top 5 defense only got better. So we'll take it. Bryce Huff, it sucks that he's leaving, but the writing was on the wall for almost a year now after the McDonald move. I just didn't feel like he was going to come back, and I loved everything he did. But at 10, you can now be flexible. That's like the term that everybody uses. Tackle, receiver. I'm not on the Brock Bowers hype train. I know a lot of people are. I would even trade up if available and take Marvin Harrison Jr. or Joe Alt and just run it. Like that would be what I would do. But I feel pretty good, man. And having a 10th overall pick and not losing that with the Rodgers injury feels even better. So I feel positive. Jude, I'm going for 10 wins. I'm going for 11. Fuck the Dolphins. They're not winning it. We're going to win the AFC East. And overall, pretty good. Feel good.
I feel good about this offseason. I feel good about this offseason too. Kev has contention with this for some strange reason, but they've done almost everything I wanted. They get a nice A- for this offseason. A-. I mean, at first I was like, it started off horrible, but then once they got tired, I'm like, okay, I see the vision. I saw the vision of the offensive lineman, and I'm thinking like Hassan Reddick replaces Bryce Huff excellently because it's like he's a consistent player. He doesn't have so much rotations and everything. And I like Bryce Huff. I would have loved to keep him. It's just I wish we could have gotten compensation, like more compensation, like a compensatory pick. But it is what it is. But I like this offseason overall. They have to stay healthy. As Matt said, force flexibility throughout this draft. I'm liking the idea more of trading up for Marvin Harrison Jr. Just say, fuck it. Go for it. Maximize the window, so to speak. Make it so they can win 14 games, 15, even. Okay, I'm not going to go crazy and say 16, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like maximize this window.
Bro, I just got kicked out of this place for less than that, bro. Like, I just got kicked out of here. Entirely for less than that.
Because we needed documented. We needed on record. So when we go back to the Discord, he can just lie about this whole thing, and then I can just post the clip. Like, we need it on record because this positivity all of a sudden is bullshit. But
it's so fucking fake. It's so fake.
Right. It's so terrible.
Wow.
Am I bringing out a different side of you? Am I bringing out a more positive?
Please don't get me started. Because no. It's not you. He just does this. I would say he does this in front of company. That's not the case. It could just be us 3, and he's still doing this shit. It's like, bro, I know you though. Like, I know.
I said it was an A-. I said the offseason was an A-. I've been consistent. A- offseason.
Jude, you have been throwing cold water at everybody suggesting good shit about the Jets for a month now. I see it.
I always want.
Do you understand that I can read? Do you understand?
I'm scarred.
You think I'm Derrick Rose?
I turn into the Joker. There's no smiley faces. I turn into the Joker. right now. I'm the Joker when it comes to this shit. I have to see it to believe it. When I see Rodgers complete a pass, I'll start believing. I will not say a negative
so
word.
then cut the optimist bullshit then. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't be. I love it. We're so great. Somebody says, "I think they're gonna win 12 games." Slow down, Bucko. Why? Why? You can't have both. It can't be both.
We're gonna put Matt. I'm gonna put Matt in the Discord. He's gonna have access to all channels.
So he can see it for himself.
So he can see. And for those watching, if you're still tuned in at this time, if you want to come talk with Matt, it's gonna cost you. You got to become a patron. And look at my son coming out of the bedroom. Hello, Papa. You want to say hi? We're recording. We are recording. Hello. Say hello. Look. Say hello.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
Oh,
Hi. Wow.
Oh, right.
It's nice to have a third friend on the podcast.
How you doing?
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
All right. Go with mommy. Okay. We'll get back to it when we're done. All right. I'll see you later. Don't forget your shirt.
See this, man? This is what happens every day in the Discord, man. I'm in here.
I've been having a good time.
Thank you. That's the point.
Oh, listen, it gets wilder. It gets wilder. This is
it's worse in the discourse. It's worse in the Discord. Excuse me, because Jude loves to argue in font. Jude is the most confrontational person ever in font, and the least confrontational person ever when you actually have to speak words like out of your mouth verbally. I don't understand it. And I beg him, as the fucking producer of the show, please, I'm not asking you to beat me over the head with all your takes on the show. Just one or two of them a week. I'm not asking for a ton. I'm just asking to cut the reasonable Randy bullshit out. That's all I'm asking. That's not you.
He refuses. He refuses. But you'll get a dose of it in the Discord. You'll see exactly what's going on. And if you guys want to join, make sure you sign up to the Patreon.
Nobody. There's a reason my display name says what it says. Nobody for only
$1.99 intro. You can just be a part of the Patreon community and be a part of our Discord. We have fun in there. We have fun. We have the health and fitness channel. We have the movies and gaming. We have, of course, the Jets chat, the random sports chat. Got a lot of good channels going on. So if you guys want to join, make sure you sign up to our Patreon. And yeah. But as far as just all season, I love it. I'm loving the fact that the defense looks sick. Like the defense looks crazy sick. So that's what I'm loving the most about what we did. The Riddick thing is just chef's kiss. Like that's the best thing about it. Because the way I'm looking at it, they're saying, all right, we're going to run the ball a ton, and we're going to dare you to try to do anything on defense. And Aaron Rodgers is going to just be there to complete 25 to 28 passes a game. I don't really see Aaron throwing more than that. He shouldn't be. And if they're going to ease him in as the season continues, and then let it rip when it comes time to. But if it all lands the way I hope it lands, I'm saying 12 wins. I'm saying 12 wins if everything goes well. 12. You know what I mean? That's the division 12. I was forced to say Super Bowl last year with Pete when Pete Antonelli was here from Gotham City Crew. He forced me to say Aaron Rodgers would get into the positivity train, and I was lying. Sorry, Pete, I lied to you. I'm more positive about this season going on currently. So that's how I look at the off season.
You're gonna speak positively like that at your watch, Jude? That's what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna let Case watch. I'm gonna let Case look. All I have to say is that regarding this, I'd say 12 wins. I mean, I'm looking at the schedule right now. Look at the schedule super quickly in my head. They play the NFC West. I think they'll lose to the Niners. They play the AFC East. They should split with Buffalo and Miami. They have to sweep the Patriots. They play that game against the Vikings. They should beat them. AFC South, I feel like there'll be a random loss to like either Texans or Jacksonville. So, I mean, and then they play Pittsburgh and Denver. So that's how, I mean, there'll be some random losses you don't expect.
The Jets play Pittsburgh this year?
Yes. They play.
I'm going to laugh at that one way or the other. Can't wait. I'm going to laugh at that one way or the other.
Yep, they play Case's favorite quarterback.
Unless Justin Fields starts. Let me walk that. Let me slide it down a little bit.
Justin Fields, he'll be
The only definite loss is
I don't know what
probably
fine
the
means, but go off.
And also, one last thing, 1 p.m. road game. I said this in the Discord,
up.
1 p.m. road game.
Thank you for
Week
bringing that up. Why are you so
Week
obsessed with the Jets winning, playing a week 1 road, 1 o'clock?
Hold on, Kev. Hold on, Kev.
There you go. Yeah, I thought that was
Yes.
There you go.
Equality. Equality.
Now,
Yes.
listen. The reason why he has to sit down for this 1 p.m. road game bullshit is because he wants, the magnetism of a home opener. It's too big. You know, I just want something safe. I want Rodgers to come in on the road. I don't want the anticipation of a home game. You do know the opening home game is still going to be opening home game, whether it be week 1 or week 2. They're going to come home and play a home opening game, Jude. So if you want a road week 1 opener, it's not going to stop the fact that the Jets are still going to probably get a primetime home opening game, considering all the moves they got. But you're backstage right now, and when you come back, you're only going to come back to do one thing.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Pull up a seat and get off your feet for Jude's Grooves.
I can't believe I had to
Yo,
sit this man
he said
down.
wow in the chat.
Wow.
Let's welcome him back to the stage. Jude's Grooves.
Wow.
I have no words. So I'm just gonna groove because I am distraught,
Just gonna groove.
disgusted,
I'm just gonna groove.
upset, crying.
Are you done? Are you done?
Get to the groove. Matt wants to laugh.
Okay. Here we go. I got a taste for you. Now what you want to do? Girl, you're cold. Let me suck out your flu. Okay. Girl, you're cold.
No,
Girl,
time
you're
out.
cool.
Wait, time out. We're gonna rewind to the start of that line, and you're gonna read that correctly. Go ahead.
Girl, you're cold. Let me suck out your flu. Girl, you're cold. Girl, you're cool. You heard of salt and pepper? Well, girl, you fool. Girl, you hot like a bowl of hot stew. And I just stood over my stew and just blew. And when there's no more you in the soup, I remove my spoon and drink your juice. You want to do me? Do what you want to do. And if her job is to blow, you could bet she blew. Mic check. 1, 2. How's about 1, 2? PLAY, because I don't have a clue. But when I find out, I must show and tell you. When I lift my top lip, I could still smell you. All my spit, I could still taste you. Put that pussy in my face every time I face you. Go PUSSY. Because it's the reason I am still alive. Mama, I needed to stay alive. It's like I gotta eat it just to survive. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm the pussy monster. The pussy, oh my God. The pussy monster. The pussy monster. The pussy monster. And you gotta feed me. Oh my God. Pussy, 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 pussy. Pussy, 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 pussy. I gotta. Pussy, 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 pussy. I got a sweet tooth. Now can I eat you? Now let me get back to her. She called me Dracula, and now vacuum her. What the fuck is this shit? Catfish. That cat tuna. I'll smack it up, flip it like a spatula. Little Chris said, run it, and I tackled you. Baby. Baby, can I be the worm in your apple butt? Now go and back it up. And if you back it up, I'll suck the front of that pussy from the back of you. What the fuck is this? I'm an urban legend, like a black Acura. My taste buds set on a black actress. The camera's looking, and I hope she make me eat my words, because my words is pussy, 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 pussy. What the fuck is this shit? Like,
wait, hold on. Everybody shut up. Shut up. Jude, shut up. Kev, shut up. Matt, I need to know your immediate thoughts.
You read it like a Dr. Seuss poem. Like, I love the fact that it's unbelievable how your delivery is unmatched. Like, don't want to rap it. We're just gonna read it like a poem, like 7th grade in front of the English class, going through it. That was unbelievable. Am I wrong? Like it's a Dr. Seuss book.
I mean,
Yo,
that's the
Matt,
whole point of the segment.
Yo, Matt, when who came on? What's his name? I'm
Lee
losing my
Valentine.
mind, bro. Lee
Yeah.
Valentine said, "Yo, he
Yes.
sound, Lee Valentine
Yes,
said
Leo,
he sounds like Maya Angelou."
I've seen the segment before on Twitter. I've seen the clip from it. Nothing could have prepared me for watching it live. Like, there's no preparation for this to watch.
Oh god.
Can we talk about this for a second? Because
Sure, Drew, go ahead.
I have my thoughts. First off, was this guy like sick? Like, did he have COVID when he wrote this? Like, was he just like, I have fucking COVID. I'm at home and I'm horny. So he just decided to write like he's eating soup. And it's like, there's so many lines.
Oh god.
I
removed my. Yes.
No, go ahead,
idea
man,
was the segment. Like, where did it originate from?
It was not for me.
Because the clips from that, like, if you just clipped 2 seconds of that at any point, unbelievable.
It's
like
such
gold
good content. Oh, it's
unbelievable.
So Kev been begging this man to do lyrics, because here's the thing: Jude had different segments that just bombed. Like he didn't want to do the gambling thing. We gave him a gambling segment. He didn't want to do the gambling segment. I think the first one was like story time with Jude. The story time with Jude maybe had like maybe one good story, and we just we murdered that. We like, yo, rest in peace to that. We made a whole meme about that shit going away, and then we did pro tips with Tip and Jackson. He didn't want to do that no more. And then he tried to do something else that didn't fly. And Kevin was like, yo, listen, just read lyrics of hip hop on the program. He's been begging him to do it. So when we got it done, I was like, I did a contest. And I was like, whoever names this segment, I'll give him some free shit. I gave him like a bunch of swag. So shout out to NYJ Jets fan Mike. He came up with the term Juice Grooves. Yes, that's how he ended up in the Discord. And everything. I gave him a whole swag gift bag, whatever, for doing it. So, and the rest has been history. And Jude has not disappointed at all. Like,
what an idea! What delivery! 10 out of 10. You can't make sense.
First, I mean,
it's phenomenal.
I'm not going to be super explicit, but it's like, I removed my spoon.
Bro, you already just were explicit. Like, you might as well keep going.
I removed my spoon and drank your juice. Think about the connotations of that.
What are the connotations, Drew? Tell me.
Was she like squirting? There. I said because like, what is going on? Like, was it enough that you were like, oh shit?
That's it. Show's over. Show is over. That's it. Show is over.
This is good shit right here. It's like a fucking soup. Like this,
you have quality, memeable shit. Because that squirting line was just squirting.
Squirting, bro.
Dude, you need to do a behind the grooves where he has to break down what it means, like what each lyric is referring to, and it's like double.
Listen, that's a good idea because we need to find something for him to do for Patreon. So maybe that'll be behind the grooves. That would be great. Behind the grooves for the Patreon. Jude breaks down.
What does this lyric mean to you, Jude? Oh god.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that'll be tremendous content.
This was detrimental.
Behind the grooves is going to be what we do. We want to thank our special guest, NYJ Matt. Listen, I still take the crown, Matt, and I place it upon thine head. Even if for that week, you did the most for the Jets Twitter brand. I salute you for doing what you're doing, do what you do, and what you've been doing. You awesome guest.
Yes, I know you're a popular man these days, a very popular man these days, even more so than usual. Thank you for taking time to hang with us.
I love it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We appreciate
Thank you.
It.
My goal is to beat Drew's download record. That would be my one
Yes.
goal from it. So
Yes,
we can beat
yes,
Drew's download
yes.
record. Let's do it.
Let's
We'll
do
get
it.
the guys
Yeah,
going.
Yes.
DFJ, man, he got us charting in Ireland the day we dropped this episode.
As a matter of
Yeah,
fact,
get
we
us
should
charted.
probably upload the on the audio side like immediately too.
Yeah, I'll definitely drop the audio, definitely.
With the video.
That was the and that was this funny thing is that was such a random thing. We've been asking Drew to come back. He is not. He has said he would return, but
he will. At some point.
Eventually.
He will.
Eventually. If you love what we're doing, make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at MIPod69. We have been crushing it on TikTok the past few days. Crushing it. We got like 2,000, 3,000 more views, like 100 some odd likes for these great shorts. So we've been crushing on TikTok. We're gonna keep trying to groove it on TikTok.
You're doing a good job with the shorts, case.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to Opus Pro. If you guys want to know an insider tip, these apps they're offering. If you see like the letters and stuff like that, the captions, there's a whole bunch of sites that are out there. I actually use Opus Pro for the clips. You could do keywords, you can bring them up to length, duration, and it's been a godsend. So Opus Pro. Middle underscore initial underscore pod on TikTok. Make sure you follow Kevin Lewis at KLEW24. And make sure you tune in. Subscribe to the Underdog Fantasy Network because he is a member of Underdog Fantasy Network. And listen to the only teams that matter with Kev and Coley Mick. The groovy one, Jude Truth, aka Tippin Jackson, aka Flip Flop. What's his name, Kev? DeAndre Flip Flopkins.
Yeah.
Flip Flopkins.
We can just call him Flip Flopkins. We don't even need the fucking DeAndre part. Flip Flopkins.
Right. Flip Flopkins is definitely the great one. Don't follow me. I've been very controversial lately on my Twitter. You might not like what I have to say, so don't follow me on Twitter. I'm bringing that back. Don't follow me. I'm very controversial when I speak. Any final thoughts before we go?
This was a detrimental song, Kev. That's probably the most corniest song I've ever read in my life.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the one you remember tonight. No, that's not the worst one you've read. I had you read the uncensored version of "Play" by David Banner. I don't know if any will top that one in particular. That one is bad.
And he had you do the Slick Rick song as well.
Adults only, yes. Those two are probably creme de la creme. But I have to think more about the other stuff I had you read. But this was not the worst. Trust. And I have worse lined up for the future.
Right. But doing the worm in her apple butt. That's just
yo. Jude acted like he was about to read the most like controversial shit that was about to like get his family members hung up on charges. Like that's how he looked at it. He was like, "What's this?"
And we're still not allowed. We're still not allowed to post Juice Grooves on TikTok. They won't allow it. They will not allow.
I wish they fucking would. Man.
Every time I try, they're like, nope. No true rule TikTok.
What, they still getting you on copyright?
No, not copyright. No, the copyright.
Oh, language.
Yeah. Cannot get a Juice Groove on TikTok. I tried 3 separate times and he just like, nope, no sir. We reviewed your content. That's not gonna make.
I don't know, man. I see some of the shit that they be posting on TikTok. A little cuss word here and a little cuss word there. I don't know why that's the line in the sand drawing, but
sure. Maybe because Jude, the way he reads it, it's like he's rapping. There's no beat. It's an acapella, spoken word. Like maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But they're not having it. If anybody watches the episode, they want to edit a Juice Groove so it can be suitable for TikTok, hit us up in the DMs and I'll definitely make it happen.
Please. I'll give you an Applebee's gift card.
For Jude, Kevin, Matt, stay inspired by 69. Peace.